These, I believe, are Hungarian army military surplus. I bought them on eBay. They weren't very expensive. They're going to be absolutely superb. However, if I get it wrong, I could completely ruin them. I'm going to be using saddle soap. I'm going to be using water. The combination of those it's great. It works if you know what you're doing and you get it right. If you get it wrong, you can literally rot the leather, you can rot the stitching, and you can really make a mess of them if you don't get it right. But the idea is to turn them from looking like this into something like this. So let's get cracking. First thing I'm going to do is, as usual, shoe tree. Wow. This leather is really stiff. So the process, I'm going to brush them down. I'm going to saddle soap them and give them a really good clean. That will do some preliminary softening of the leather. Then I'm going to use some leather balm to really condition and soften the leather. And then we're going to build up the shine with some shoe cream. In this case, some Sophia Medaille d'Or. Start off by taking the laces out. And just to get the surface dirt off. They're not too bad actually, they're a little bit muddy, but they're not too bad. There, saddle soap, water on the... That wasn't supposed to happen. Water on the brush, saddle soap on the applicator brush, and let's just fire straight in. Now, when I said there's a risk when you use saddle soap, the risk comes from leaving a residue of saddle soap on the leather. It's really effective at cleaning, but it's got a very high pH, which can age the leather prematurely. And so the trick is in cleaning the saddle soap off and making sure it's all fully removed, so there's no residue left in around the stitching. But hopefully, if we do it correctly, we'll avoid that. Right, microfiber cloth. Just say the secret is going to be to cleaning off all of the soap. Okay, that's done a pretty good job it's done a great job of cleaning and done a pretty good job of softening the leather as well. Now I want to dry this as much as possible with the cloth, because we don't want the water to be trapped into the leather, because that will cause it to go stiff and crack as well. But there we are. One cleaned boot. Okay. So I've got three options here. I've got my universal leather balm, which I've used before. Leather honey. Again, it's a bit more oily and more, it soaks into the leather and conditions it quite deeply. And I've got my Renovateur. Renovateur is a great sort of broad spectrum conditioner for leather. Expensive, but it's top of the range, I would say. The Renovateur is top of the range in terms of performance. This time I'm going to go with my universal leather balm. As you can see, it's very thick. But for this type of leather that needs a really deep, really good conditioning, it will absolutely superb. If you want to know the details of this balm, I'm planning to do a video on it, how to make it. I've actually shot it, but I've not edited the video. Wasn't particularly happy, so I think I'm going to have to do a reshoot on that. It's got neat's foot oil, it's got beeswax, olive oil, sweet almond oil, and it just helps to deep condition. You can see already the shine that it gives. Neat's foot oil is a very well-known conditioner for leather, and I would say that's the secret sauce in this. The beeswax that's in it helps to provide what's called an occlusive layer on top. So when the moisture gets trapped in, the occlusive layer on top helps to create a barrier, and that barrier will trap the moisture in, but also help to protect the leather. But already I can see the leather softening up. It's already so different to when we started. And it's not really a surprise, you know, if these have been literally out in the field and they've been taken off wet and allowed to dry, then they'll get dry and cracked, and they'll feel stiff. But this is hopefully going to give them a good long-term conditioning. Right, now what I'm going to do just around the stitching is to rub it in. And there we are, that's stage 2 with the leather balm. Now I need to leave this for about 20 minutes or so just to let the leather balm soak in, and then we'll come back and give it a polish. Here we are with some dark brown sapphire Medai door 1925. So with this, I just go in, fingertips, from the toe of the boot, and just work all the way back. So what this will do is it doesn't just colour it and polish it, but it also gives the leather a little bit of conditioning as well. So we've got the conditioning from the universal leather balm, which penetrates deeply into the leather, and this will also apply some shoe cream. Unlike wax, shoe cream will also penetrate into the leather. Wax will sit on the surface and provide a kind of shell on the surface, whereas this will penetrate in. So the two things, shoe cream and wax, they have different uses. And so for this one, where we want to actually condition the leather as well, this is absolutely ideal. So that's with one coat of shoe cream and a buffing with the shoe cream. I'm going to do one more layer of shoe cream, another buffing, and then a final polish with a polishing cloth. And there we have it. I've just washed the lace and put the lace back in, but that's the finished product. And I think you'll agree, when we compare it to how it started, it's quite the transformation. So just a quick recap, that was the saddle soap to clean it, the universal leather balm to give it some deep conditioning, and some Medidor dark brown. Those are the only 3 products I used today, and I'm really pleased with the results. Tell me what you think in the comments, and if you have any questions about the process or any of the products, please let me know. But until next time, take care and I'll see you very soon.